and we were having breakfast a month or two ago. And I said to him, the only reason that your real estate has quote unquote appreciated is because the dollar has depreciated. And he didn't really get it until he went home, and he called me a couple days back and he said, okay, talk to me about this Bitcoin thing. I'm paying attention. And I said, what was it that was the trigger point for you? And he said, I went back and looked at all of my real estate investments, and outside of the fact that I was able to buy them as like a sort of a pocket listing, because he knew it before it got on the market, so he was able to negotiate a nominal discount. The appreciation that he got was all attributed to inflation. Other than some forced appreciation where you're taking a gut job and you're doing cosmetic flips or things like that. But that's actually a business that you're adding value there and you're getting paid for that value. But the rest of the value on top of that is as a result of the currency losing its value. You're just measuring it incorrectly.
Yep. There's a monetary premium that is put on top of every piece of real estate that you can physically live in. There was an original utility value, which you saw before real estate investment came onto the scene. And ultimately, real estate investment had to happen in some sense due to the fact that you have everyone is transacting in a form of money that does not store value. So where's the next logical step? Well, what's another scarce commodity or asset that has great monetary characteristics, which for the longest time was real estate and gold.
And the kick on real estate for to act as a store of value was the fact that you could borrow money on it. That's a huge thing.
Yep. Levering up on real estate is a game where, especially if you got in early, you're just okay, next, and it's like I work for a great company, and they've pretty much built their entire business and I don't even know how many other businesses they are involved in, but all of it is on the fact that they have a very large handful of single family real estate and some apartment buildings or condo buildings that they are able to just do exactly what you said. Oh, bank needs something for collateral. Here, I'll take out a loan. Here's my X number of
houses that you can
single family houses that here it is.
And I'm full on for capitalism. That's great, but it just shows how the people that are on that ladder can just get further and further ahead than the people that your buddies that are, unable to even get a primary residence because they just don't have enough money and their income is not high enough to qualify.
Yeah,
and they would just hamstring themselves.
Back to the point where we were talking about where you were born. Well, in some instances, it's not where you were born, but it's literally when you were born.
100%.
Even in the dollar system.
Yeah, where on the life cycle of the dollar were you born?
This is where, especially around here, there is a lot of 50-plus-year-old boomers that are, and this is no. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi. I'm almost done. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I know. I know. You just want attention. You're a needy boy. But around here, in the Richmond area, I just know so many guys who are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s who own multiple houses, and not even just as a primary residency and then like a local river house or beach house or lake house. And I'm just sitting here in my position. I'm like, there is no way I'm going to be able to play that game.
Yeah. I mean,
but guys who worked steady 9-to-5 jobs in the late 60s, early 70s, and late 60s, starting in the late 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, and you were able to afford two houses.
On a single family, on a single income, for a family. Yeah. And now the economics are just completely distorted because of the fact that the money's broken. It's just losing. They're printing too much.
Yep.
Is what it is.